What are 3 words used to describe art?
In 3 words.
3 words to describe art hop. Let's see. Okay.
Art Hop, led by the Fresno Arts Council, is an art and culture-focused event fueled by the growing interest of the arts in Fresno. It occurs every first and third Thursday of each month. It started in 1996 as a way for local artists to showcase their work, according to the executive director of the event.
We interviewed Lilia Gonzalez-Chavez, executive director for the Art Council, Tim Padilla, a co-curator in the Downtown Artist Gallery, Miss Dixon, a celebrated artist and instructor from our own Clovis Community College.
I'm Lilia Gonzalez Chavez, and I'm the executive director of the Arts Council.
So, who are the founding people of Art Hop?
Art Hop had multiple founders. There was a group of artists that worked at a place called the Buzz Barn, and it was there that Art Hop was birthed. They started visiting each other, and in this newsletter, because the question is asked so often, this was in 1996, and it was the first time that Jane Whitehurst, Frank Arnold, Robert Ogata, David and Sharon Alexander came together for the first Art Hop. So this was our documentation of when it happened and who started it.
Oh, what's the inspiration behind Art Hop?
What was the inspiration? The inspiration was that artists wanted to share work with each other. When you are working in your own studio, that's kind of solitary. You're by yourself doing your own thing. But it's helpful to learn what other people are doing as well, and to share ideas and exchange ideas for technique. So they wanted to come together and have that exchange. So that would be the inspiration.
What have you noticed of the evolution of Art Hop over time?
Art Hop has gone from totally inside galleries to now including what is somewhat of a street fair on Fulton Street, but the gallery art continues to be the most important.
Okay, do you have any advice for students that would like to join Art Hop and have their art show in the exhibits?
Yeah, we get calls from artists all the time. And artists say, how do I get my art in Art Hop? Well, first of all, Art Hop isn't one place. As you discovered today, you went one place and then you came here. And actually, Art Hop happens in many different places. And if you look at the Art Hop brochure, and there's one here, there's a map inside, and the map shows all the different locations that are participating in Art Hop. So we encourage artists to first come to Art Hop, visit galleries, find out who's showing what, see what kind of environment that is in the gallery. Does it fit with your art and what you want as an artist? Because I can't tell you that, you should show here at the Arts Council, because maybe this isn't the vibe you're looking for. Maybe this doesn't feel right for you. Maybe you have a different kind of environment you want to share your art in. So you really, as an individual artist, have to go out to the different venues and learn what other people are doing, much like the inspiration for Art Hop. Find out where you fit best.
So when people want to display their art at Art Hop, everybody go through this office?
The Arts Council manages Art Hop, the event, but only with galleries. So our work is to identify galleries that want to participate, then get their information on a monthly basis, who's showing, What are they having in their gallery space? Sometimes they're having poetry readings. Sometimes they're having live music. I was just at City Hall, and they have live music there on the second floor. Really nice exhibit. And so people, we promote what people are showing. But to be in the Art Hop brochure and to be a legitimate member of the Art Hop group, you do need to register through the Arts Council.
What is the selection process if you wanted to exhibit your art? Is there like requirements that you need to meet if you want to display your art, like so many pieces or?
Generally, we ask artists to have at least 20 pieces because it takes about 20 pieces for a decent show. Sometimes we'll combine artists. If an artist doesn't have 20 pieces, then we'll say if you know someone that, the work complements yours and it would make a nice group show, then include 2 artists. But 20 is what we ask for a show. I think it's also important to know that in this gallery and in most of the galleries, it's the kind of art and the content of the images in the artwork is pretty. It's pretty much accepted whatever people want to exhibit. But you do have places that are public venues. And in public venues, people go to those venues not to see art. It's not their intention to see art. So at City Hall, for example, people have to go to City Hall to take care of business. Maybe they have to get a permit for something, or they have to pay a bill. Well, if they go to City Hall, they go for that purpose, not necessarily to see art. So in venues like that, we need to make sure that the art is not making political statements or it's not offensive to people in any way. Sometimes art's intention is to provoke and to make people kind of get out of their comfort zone and think a little differently. And in most galleries, that's okay. But in public spaces, that's not okay.
My name is Tim Padilla. I'm the co-curator here in the Downtown Arts Gallery.
Thank you. So you're an artist?
I am an artist. Graduated from Fresno State in 2001. My wife's also a painter. This is hers here. The dog, the man, the boy. And then this is me with my work, Simple.
How would you describe your art?
Playful.
Playful? Okay. How long have you been involved with Art Hop?
We officially opened in October of 2020. So we're 3.5 years old. We have a venue that we seek artists that don't have gallery representation. We are open for the Art Hop night and a Saturday reception only. We do not have gallery hours other than that.
What's your favorite part about Art Hop?
Meeting new people.
What have you noticed with Art Hop's evolution over time?
It's grown huge. It's grown so large that there's 2 Art Hops. There's the first Thursday of the month, then there's the third Thursday of the month. Everything has increased on the Fulton Strip with the pop-up vendors and the food trucks and the music. There's a lot more food traffic happening.
Do you have any advice for the students studying in college who want to become artists and join the Art Hop?
Study. Go abroad. Learn as much as you possibly can. If there's a grant, if you can get an internship, if you can go abroad, especially when you're in college, you're more free.
Well, first, what's your name and can you
My
introduce
name is
yourself?
Steve Zerigian, and I'm the curator for Spectrum Art Gallery and a retired professor of photography.
Do you have any of your work out anywhere? In the
Yes,
gallery?
I have some work at the members exhibit, the New Works members show at Spectrum Art Gallery in the Tower District.
In the Tower District. Let's check that out. Okay, so what have you noticed with Art Hop as you have been going to the events?
Well, that it's, you know, a lot of folks don't realize the amount of and the quality of work in Fresno. And especially when we get some out-of-towners coming in, they realize that the depth that they're getting into for the amount of work out there and venues are tremendous. It's very difficult even to navigate Art Hop because you get to one or two places and then you've hardly scratched the surface.
Yeah, I guess like all spread out, right?
Yeah, it's there are so many venues and so much wonderful art.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Adia Dixon. I am an art instructor here at Clovis Community College, and I teach art.
And so, when was like the first time you had an exhibition for Art Hop?
Oh wow. I was 20. I think I was like 22, 23, and it was at a warehouse that no longer doesn't exist anymore. But it was downtown. It was my first time doing Art Hop, and it was like some paintings I did at Fresno City College, and yeah, it was a good turnout. It used to be like a warehouse where you would show all kinds of art, and there'll be like a ramp for skateboarding. It was pretty cool. But they took it down, and the people who were in charge of it, they were former Fresno State students, so they end up owning a gallery and made it into a space. It was really cool, and I was like 22, 23.
And then, how did that experience serve you and help develop you into the artist you are today?
I think it was just a matter of getting out of my shell. In art, showing my work, you know, for the public. So it definitely allowed me to be self-assured that I can bring people together, or I just like the aspect of just how art can bring people together. And I think it was just boosting my confidence from my art professors, my mentors, that, you know, I can continue on doing this. They were encouraging me like what I already can do, and that I can show it, you know, and also still explore what else is out there for me so I can show it to others. But at first it wasn't really more so focusing on what to show. It was really more so about the practice, the process of art making, really. And then once I felt like I had a good body of work, then I decided like, hey, I can show this to other places. You know, I was really more so focusing on the artwork itself. So like showing stuff, that was kind of like an afterthought.
And what does Art Hop mean to you? What does it bring you for you to continue to be a part of it, the event?
I think Art Hop means to me here as a Fresno born and raised person, Black person, that we still, as artists of color, need to share our stories in a visual way to the Central Valley, and that there's a lot of creative people here in the Central Valley that don't get acknowledged as they should. And there's a whole bunch, you know, that have contributed to the arts in the Central Valley for a very, very long time. And so that's starting to show. I mean, obviously the population of people going to Art Hop has grown a lot. But, you know, at the same time, like, I think with going deeper into this, like with the advantage of Art Hop and what it's doing, I hope it doesn't just, you know, divert to other purposes for more financial purposes. It's really more so for the arts, for the artists to show their work. That's what Art Hop means.
What's up? My name is Elsta. We're out here at Fury. I'm one of the marketing team people out here at Fury. So we're out here getting some content and hanging out with everybody.
Okay, so how does it feel to be a part of Art Hop?
Super awesome, chill vibes. Everyone always hanging out, a lot of cool music, a lot of good food, a lot of good vendors. So it's an awesome time at Art Hop for sure.
And do you get any rude customers?
Never. Our audience, all our customers are cool. All Fury audience, all Fury customers, super cool, super chill. Everyone's cool to hang out with. So it's always a good time.
And what seems to be really popular at Art Hop?
I would say the beer garden. So if you go south on Art Hop, all the way to the end at where the beer garden is, there's Tyler Sequoia, there's Full Circle, the Modernist. That's popular, but we got some chicken sandwiches too, and that's hitters. So get some food, and then going down there, that's where the popular spot is.
And what's the craziest thing you've seen?
The craziest thing I've seen, some skaters falling on the street. That's the craziest thing I've seen, some skaters falling on the street, but nothing that crazy.
Okay. And then how often do you come to Art Hop?
Every time. I come to Art Hop every time that Art Hop happens, every first of the month. Vibes, late night feels, late night dates, and just overall adventure.
Vibrant, eclectic, and energetic.
Plethora, excitement, and learning.
Serendipity, fun, interesting.
It is communal. Art Hop is diverse, and it's growing.
It's Art Hop.
Thank you.
Thank you.